Would like to start, just go ahead and state your name.
Okay. My name's Dax Gazzetto. All right. You know, Mr. Mayor, the way you're handling these homeless issues, you should be thinking from your heart, having compassion and empathy. But I'm not sure you have any kind of humanity left in you. You act and operate much like a business, working for special interests. The homeless see you as an abusive father. I see you as a fascist politician being abusive and discriminatory against the homeless. You have forgotten your role in government by serving the people and taking care of every citizen's needs, which includes the homeless. It is evident you silence the voices of the voiceless, and you still haven't met their needs, and the city in general hasn't gone out of their way to talk to homeless people and involve them. I would really like you to actually start caring and not pretending while you stab them in the back and sweep camps anyway. But no matter what you do to the homeless, if you continue this path of abuse, you can try to avoid them, but it's really pointless. You can never avoid the voices of the voiceless. I honestly despise what you are doing. It's only making things worse. Whether you believe it or not, you should see for yourself what kind of damage you're doing to degrade and dehumanize human beings, or should I say, economic refugees. Honestly ask, who do you serve? I certainly don't see you serving the people like a government servant. I see you serve the people of fear and paranoia, because that's what I see as propaganda in the air and lies. You need to know your place, that the people have the power. Power to the people is what it means when the people are united. I hope you really think hard and long about what you're doing when tackling the issue of homelessness, Mr. Mayor. Honestly want to see you be humane about things and empathetic. Thank you.
Thank you. Chris.
My name is Chris Gazzetto, and first I would like to commend Bailey for completing her education. It's extremely important, and I'd like to thank her for the deeds that she's done in the community. It's always nice to hear positive things in our community. Unfortunately, I'm not here for those positive things. I'm here to talk about homeless issues, which this council still does not seem to understand. When we're asking for the homeless to be heard, they still have not been heard. They still have not been invited to the table. I think it's a little bit ironic that this city is so focused on the homeless and their human waste and their household garbage and materials that are left behind when they're swept, when the two most vocal communities in this city are guilty of the very same crimes. In fact, in my book, much more guilty. I don't know how chopping down 44 trees is less of a crime than taking some bark off of some trees. The amount of damage that 4 people did, including dumping household waste behind their property, fencing off property that's public land, and dumping toxic material on that land, I don't see how that is much different than what the homeless are doing, aside from the fact that the homeless combined have not created as many problems in that area. In fact, the homeless actually have a reason to dump their household trash and their human waste and their toxic materials in the environment, because this city doesn't provide any alternatives. This city regularly runs out the agencies that would like to help the homeless. This city chases out the social services in this community. I have yet to hear the city really comment on DHS leaving our community. How is that going to affect the homeless individuals? How is that going to affect the people that are in poverty? What I see is my city outsourcing its problems to another city and to a county, and that is just not fair. I also see a city that is less than transparent. At the March 15th council meeting, what was live streamed was not the meeting in its entirety. It was censored. It showed nothing of what had happened here. And I'd like to address Ms. Eccles. Councilor Eccles, you said that the homeless are a minority of this community, and I recognize that. But they are also the cause of most of the complaints in this community. Therefore, it should be a higher priority for the city to address those issues. I'm deeply concerned that you've insisted that the city has reached out to us, homeless advocates and homeless alike, for several meetings, when in fact that has not happened. We've had one meeting. It was a private meeting, and had we not started that process and asked for a meeting, we probably would not have a meeting to this day. So to say that we are refusing to meet with you is absolutely absurd and ludicrous.
Very good. Thank you. Mary McGuire.
I'm Mary McGuire. I'm here for your 24-hour unlawful camping notice. This is absolutely absurd. I'm tired of moving. Seriously, it's absurd. I want to see any of you guys please come and move one of our camps in 24 freaking hours. I am super sick. My eye is infected because I can't get to the dentist or anything because I'm posted up in my camp waiting for your police officers to come get me. What am I supposed to do? Where are we going to go? I'd like an answer on that. I'm not done with my testimony yet. I have 10 pages to read to you today, but I'm not going to do it, okay? Because I'm sick and I'm going to the hospital finally. But I'm camping right now on city property, and I want to know when is we're going to have any kind of things where you're going to put any kind of resources on these papers. I don't have a phone or a way to get to anything. I mean, seriously, I could reformat this because I went to Job Corps. I have a high school diploma and stuff. I have a GED and all that accounting crap. But I could do this so much better. You guys aren't even putting effort. You don't care. You're gambling with people's freaking lives out there. Yesterday, I got harassed, not by Officer Leak and Estes, who I totally think have been super fair and totally cool to work with the homelessness, compared to Officer Durbin, who dates me, okay? Because of these officers and their hatred for the homeless, okay? You have mentally messed people up, okay? And they're still on the freaking thing. Yes, they're not dealing with so many homeless now, but you know. But Officer Walker came out yesterday and harassed me. Every time I have an issue with the freaking, how am I supposed to get a job if I'm 24-hour moving, guys? You are setting me up for failure and the rest of my people. I am begging you right now, okay? From the bottom of my heart, do not make me get off the hook legally and just totally start picketing fencing because I'm right there right now. It's not okay to treat people like this. You guys, it's been a decade since I've been tased, since the first homeless woman wins excessive force. A decade. I get laughed at in my face when I ask people for resources. And you just laughed yourself just a minute ago when we were talking about resources. You think this is a joke, Mr. Mayor. But this is real people's lives. So I want to know, when are we going to have some kind of, we have day shelters here, and you're not even listed in 211. You need to get back from Africa and get out of the denial river.